very good morning to all the members of the press, friends, colleagues, industry colleagues, and everyone else who's present here today. Our company name Eka comes from the word Ekatra, and this means coming together. This is a name that was agreed upon after much deliberation, because the vision, the mission, the passion of our company is to bring together the ecosystem in the country. And why do I say this? Because the mission for electric mobility is not just a mission about our company, it's a mission about Bharat, it's a mission about changing how goods are transported in India, how people move in India. The Bharat Mobility Show, and I'm sure the press has gone around and you have seen the excitement of what's happening in our country today. This excitement is because we are a country on the move. We are a country which is moving from conventional to new age technologies. We are a country where we are moving up, we are aspirational, we are looking to change. Our aspiration is not just to do better in India, but to be doing well globally. This is what Eka was created for. I am delighted that all of you are here today. Our mission, our vision is really to change how India moves. What you see today is the result of years of effort by our team, and I can say with great pride that we have a I'm young at heart, the others are young, passionate team which has worked to deliver all of these vehicles. I am very proud and delighted to tell you that Eka is the pure electric commercial vehicle mobility company in the country which now has the widest range of passenger vehicles. As of today, our passenger vehicle range is right from 3-seater to 6-seater, 22-seater, 33-seater, 55-seater, going all the way up to 18-meter articulated buses, which is 125 passengers. So we will move India from vehicles which are from 3-seaters to 125-seaters. We have vehicles from rural India transportation, semi-urban India transportation, to transporting people in cities, to transporting in airports, and vehicles which will run on the soon to come up electric highways of the country. And each of these vehicles has one thing, which is the total cost of ownership. In 100% of all our vehicles have the lowest total cost of ownership while you're traveling safely, in comfort, and in the case of buses, in air-conditioned comfort. For passenger vehicles, our idea, let me start with our 3-seater and 6-seater. 3-seater is something which you will have seen, the evolution of the auto industry in the last 3 years. Who could have imagined that more than 50% of 3-wheelers in our country will be electric? This is not just an opportunity for India, it's a global opportunity. The 3-wheeler that we launched today is one which is designed to carry people with the highest of space, which means people can travel in comfort, they have space to sit, they have space for luggage, and most importantly, the cost of ownership is the lowest. We are introducing a path-breaking vehicle. This is the first such vehicle of its kind in its category, which is a 6-seater vehicle. And again, this is a vehicle for rural India. You know, one of the major socio-economic reasons why metros are not working as they should be is the fact that we don't have last mile connectivity. Also, one of the major reasons why more women are not able to come into the workforce is the fact that they don't have safe, affordable transportation for last mile. This is something we are looking to change with. Our 6-seater vehicle is a vehicle that has a steering wheel. It can be driven very easily. In fact, our hope is that hundreds of thousands of women in India will drive these vehicles. They will be able to, this will create not just employment, but this will be a source of increasing the participation of women in our workforce. This is a vehicle that will provide last mile connectivity for cities. It will be for semi-urban rural India, it is for the world. It is the first of its kind in the world. It's a category breaking vehicle. It has full flat floor. You can carry 6 people, you can carry luggage, and most importantly, this is a vehicle that can charge. You know, the question that many of the members of the media keep asking me, what about charging infrastructure? How will vehicles come? So I'm happy to tell you this vehicle will charge on a normal 16 ampere socket. Now imagine India is putting 100 million. What we are helped with as a company is the vision, the drive of the government in making solar available everywhere. So soon 100 million households will have solar. Imagine a situation in the future that you can just plug your vehicle into any socket. You can plug it into the solar panel. And what do you have? You have something which is free availability of fuel, which ultimately means that the transportation becomes something which is affordable to every Indian. This is something that we want to achieve. This is one of the major reasons we have brought this vehicle. We want to bring a paradigm shift in the commercial vehicle industry. The objective of any company ultimately, and for a company which is focused on bringing transportation mobility to India, is to see that this is made available to the masses at a cost which is low. Our view is that this category of vehicles will redefine this market. The cost per kilometer will be the lowest in the country, and we are looking forward to changing the transportation landscape of the country. Now I move to our buses. On buses, we are delighted to introduce India's largest range of buses. We are starting with our 7-meter. You know, all of our buses have a common design language, and that design language is you can guess, it's that of a smiley. So what we are trying to connote is that public transport again has to be safe, has to be happy, has to be affordable, and has to be comfortable. And this is what our bus range is conveying. The 22-seater bus, which is a 7-meter bus, again has all of the facilities for the specially abled. We have a 9-meter bus, which is in our sister company stall that you will be coming to in some time. And then we have our 12-meter bus. This is a 55-seater. It gets even more exciting. We are delighted to also show a vehicle that we are making with our partners VDL. This is a vehicle that will redefine again urban transport in India. This is the version of 12-meter, but we will have another version which is an 18-meter articulated bus. Now, all of you are familiar with metros. Metros carries a lot of people during peak hours. These buses will eventually be able to carry 125 people, the 18-meter articulated versions. Again, please experience our products. You will see that public transport will never be the same again. It has to be safe, clean, affordable, cheap. This is something that we will make available through our range of products. This will have pantograph, this will have fast charging. All of the latest technologies are available in these products. And they will be during the next year, all of them will be in the market. They are at different stages of development, but we want to redefine electric vehicle transportation as far as India is concerned. This is on our passenger range. Now, if this wasn't as exciting enough, we have an equally good, exciting announcement on the goods range. Again, our goods range starts from our 3-wheelers, which will have, again, this is a category defining product what we are launching today. The 3-wheeler that you see there is going to be able to carry loads at the lowest possible cost. Again, can be charged anywhere, anytime. We'll have a range of around 200 kilometers. From that, we move on to our 1.5-ton vehicle. This vehicle is already successfully flying in India. I can give you use cases where these vehicles are being used for garbage transport. Just for your understanding, we have a huge challenge with the Swachh Bharat where we want to clean up our cities. One of the objectives of these vehicles is to be able to be used for applications like garbage, which are perfect for electric use. The data that we have, and we are running these vehicles now for the last year and a half, is the running cost of these vehicles is 10 to 20% that of diesel. I repeat, 10 to 20% that of diesel. So, if you are a follower of diesel, tata bye-bye in some time for diesel. This is why electric vehicles are going to be the future, whether it's ours or somebody else's. The business case for electric makes sense. We move on from our 1.5-ton vehicle. Again, we go on, we have a 7-ton vehicle. And the other vehicle that we'll be launching shortly is our 55-ton truck, which can carry more than 40 tons. The use case for electric in India is extremely strong. You know, I'll tell you a very, very interesting statistic. And if you remember one message from this, please remember that buses, medium and heavy trucks constitute 4% of the vehicle population of our country. 4%, but constitute 50% of the carbon emission of our country. I repeat, 4% of vehicles are 50% of carbon emission. Eka will be offering a range of vehicles which is going to change this equation in our country. We are using about 6 lakh crores of fuel for transporting these vehicles. Our estimate is that if India moves 10% to electric every year for this category of vehicles, we are going to end up saving 2 to 3 crores every year in fuel costs. Now that's the size and scale of the transformation which is coming. My request, we are a new company, we are an ambitious company, but I think the whole of the auto industry needs to move in this direction because this is a national mission, it's a national imperative, it's not just our company. We have to change the focus to bring these new technologies to India so that we are able to save all of the, and this is what we want to do with our buses, our trucks. Again, remember 6 lakh crores, remember that we are going to be able to reduce 50% of carbon emissions for anybody who lives in Delhi and is giving up a few years of their life by being here during the winter time. These are the vehicles which are going to redefine to make our cities cleaner, to make our cities less pollution, more pollution free, and this is what we want to bring this ecosystem. In summary, I want to say that we are here today to make a statement. We are here today to make us, we are very privileged. To my knowledge, we are the only EV company in the world which has a top Japanese conglomerate, and I will introduce Daikoku-san in some time. We have the VDL Group, which is the #1 electric mobility company in Europe. All of them, all three of us, including Pinnacle Industries, which is the mother company of Eka, including Mitsui and including the VDL Group, are committed to bring this change to our country. We are a company that is Indian at heart, but global in its thinking. We have a global management team. We have representatives of Mitsui and VDL, which are part of the management of the company. We want to bring this change, not just in India, but around the world. We have a very large, global, ambitious plan to not only be present in India, but to take the flag of India around the world. Again, and I will stop because I can keep giving you statistics. Today, 97 to 98% of electric vehicles in the world come from a neighboring country. This is something we want to change. This is a national imperative. The EV ecosystem is the largest single manufacturing opportunity of the world. I repeat, it's the single largest manufacturing opportunity of the world. And as a country which has global ambitions, it's time we make our presence felt. It is not competition between each other, it is not competition between companies in India. It is competition to see that India goes to the world. And this is where we are making our small attempt at showcasing this range of vehicles. All of these vehicles will be available for the market in the next year. Our buses are running, the government is running large programs for e-mobility. We will be taking part in those tenders, but we look for the support of all of you to bring this paradigm change. We are a young company that's trying to do a lot, but we need the support of all of you. We need the feedback from all of you. One of the reasons for always being at an auto fair is all of you are experts. This is a business where all of us are passionate about the auto industry. We all have our views. We want to learn. We are not perfect, but I can tell you we want to learn, we want to improve, and we want to come with the best product for our customers. I, at this point, want to take this opportunity to introduce to you Daikoku-san. Daikoku-san is a Senior Executive Managing Officer from Mitsui, our valued partners. As I said, we are very privileged to have Mitsui as a strategic partner in our company. Mitsui is one of the great global companies. He heads up the Energy Solutions Business Unit, the Infrastructure Project Unit, the Mobility Business, the Asia Pacific Business Unit. He's been with Mitsui for 38 years and he manages more zeros than I can count. But most importantly, Mitsui is our partner and I'm delighted and honored to introduce Daikoku-san to you.
Yeah, thank you, Sudhir-san. Yeah. First of all, thank you for your invitation to this special event. Actually, we both met first time is almost 2 years ago when I visited Delhi. I happened to visit from Pune to Delhi, and even for the meeting for the first time, I was so impressed. He's already so passionate. Maybe you understand very well, and he showed that passion at the time, and I felt strong empathy with his vision or strategy, how to create the good ecosystem here in India, and to solve some society issues in India. So thereafter, our relation started, and already 2 years passed. And actually, last visit here is India is to be Eka is 2 or 3 months ago. But I was so surprised that at that time only 2 models was developed, and within a short time of period, they developed a variety of model and try to show the strong presence in the market and try to contribute to the Indian market. So first of all, I really appreciate or to say thank you, convey my appreciation to all the leadership team to make this event happen with so many models. That their performance or their activity is really beyond our expectation. Strong direction and quick agile movement. And as Sudhir explained, and ecosystem, creating ecosystem is not easy. So we have to involve so many industry or partners. We cannot do to build a system by alone. So as for Mitsui, we also try to support, give our strengths or competences as much as possible, and in order for Eka to go for global, and also to make a strong presence in Indian market. So that is my message to you and your colleagues.
Thank you, Daikoku-san. Sometimes when you're trying to bring a lot of children, you forget 1 or 2 of the children. So I forgot actually one of our star attractions. I want to speak about that, which is our coach. Again, this is a category defining product that we are bringing, intercity coaches. More people travel by buses than they do by rail. And while all of the systems in our country are improving, intercity coaches remains the one segment where people travel. All of us at some point will have traveled back to your villages, back to other towns. Intercity buses are the lifeblood of transportation in our country. And what we are bringing with our Eka coach is again to redefine transport, to make it comfortable. We come from a history, a legacy of being a component company. We make seating systems. Comfort is the core of our DNA of what we do. So the idea of the coach is to make transport, intercity transport, something which is comfortable, which is safe, with air conditioning. Our view is that intercity travel is something which in India on electric coaches will explode, because the business case for this makes a lot of sense. Coaches travel more than 600 kilometers, and the fundamental, there is so much discussion in India, and this is nice to say more electric cars, but please remember, electric cars stay in the garage 90% of the time. The average usage of an electric car is less than 80 kilometers. The usage of commercial vehicles, buses is the most, so the impact on the environment, the savings, all of this is much more in the case of commercial mobility. And this is what we are trying to do with our intercity coach. We'd love for you to see it. And the last point I want to make is the difference between our company and other companies. The number one differentiating factor is the software. All of the vehicle control software in each of the vehicles that you see is developed in India. It is 5 years of effort. We control the vehicle control software. You will be very proud to know that in the bus that is operational, we are getting more than 12 to 1400 parameters which come every half second. I repeat, 12 to 1400 parameters of the bus are being captured every half second, right from areas of battery to areas of driver, areas of speed, areas of location, charging. The Janam Patri of the vehicle, 1400 pieces of the Janam Patri of the vehicle are coming back to us every half second, which is what enables us to be able to give solutions where tomorrow if there is a breakdown, our control center, which will run 24/7 in Pune, will know what's wrong with the vehicle. Please spend some time today to see the software which our team has put together. We are very proud of our young, passionate software team. They have all worked many weekends. I don't want to talk about 80, 90 hour weekdays or weekends. That's a very controversial issue in India at the moment. But we have a very passionate team which has put in their heart to developing this software. Please do spend some time to see it. I want to conclude by saying that as a company, our vision, our mission is to bring Bharat ki Eka to the world. Our first focus is and will always remain India. We are fortunate to be in a market which gives us so many opportunities. As I keep saying to our team, it is like I am from Pune, so you know Chitre Bandhu is the famous mithai shop there. So जो बोलते हैं ना बच्चे को मिठाई शॉप में रख देते हैं तो उसको क्या होता है? That is what's happening to us in India. We are in the mithai shop and this is all that because we have so much opportunity, we are able to do so much. So we are delighted to bring all of this to you. We are thankful to the press, the media. You have always supported what we are doing, and I would only request all of you to support the mission of India for electric vehicles for the world. While our neighboring country today is the largest portion, this is something we have to change as a country. If we are going to be one of the largest automotive markets, we don't want to get products from those parts of the world. We want to get products made in India and take them to the world. This is what we are trying to do. Thank you so much for your support. We are now going to do the unveiling of the vehicles.